Okie dokie. Alrighty. Let's get straight into things. Oh my goodness. Rightio. So we're gonna run that. We're gonna start running ads. Let's kick that off. Let's get straight in. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, right running. Rightio. We are day 110 of Naruto this. I have taken yet another break. Not even a break. I don't intend to be not streaming lately. I do genuinely think there's like, I don't know, it's a long, complicated pity story, not really. But it's yeah. Anyway, all that matters, I guess, is that I'm back. I am hopefully stable. Hopefully alright. We'll see if it lasts. Every time I stream I'm like, oh, maybe this will be it, maybe I'll be good again. And then just life just wallops you in the backside. But must always remain hope. Must always keep hope. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. It does feel like ages. It is. It hasn't been ages, but it does feel like ages. I hope you're doing well. I hope I am. I say this like in the third person, which is weird, but like I hope that like I'm back in full force. In the sense that it's the weekend. It's, you know, next week at work might be better than this week. You know, mental stuff might be better. I'm actually hoping it gets better, for reasons that I'll be very careful how I say it without giving too much detail about myself in a very TMI kind of way. But yeah, I hope that next week or this weekend and next week are stable. I sort of level myself out a bit. But anyway, I'm glad to know you're doing well. I missed you too. I hope things are good. And oh my goodness. And actually, Falcom fans rejoice. Trails into Daybreak was announced. Oh my goodness, Kurono Kaseki. Western release. Oh my lordy. Oh my good gracious. Even more of a reason why I just gotta get moseying on and try and finish the other trails. Oh my lord. But yeah, no, it's actually been, in fact, this year has just been a very, very good year for video game fans of all stripes and colours and backgrounds and oodles and all that sort of stuff. You know, because I hate Chelsea Daybreak. Because this is, and this will be me, I mean, I could look this up. Could probably actually look it up. But is it like the proper translation of Kurono Kaseki? Or have they taken a little bit of liberty in what they call it? Because I mean, could I mean stuff? So why call it Daybreak? Call it Dawn, Trails Through the Dawn, or something. Maybe, or does that sound too similar to Trails? Actually, no, it doesn't even sound similar to Trails in the Sky. Yeah, Trails Through the Dawn, or Trails Up in Sunrise, or something. Trails Breaking Dawn. Trails from Dusk Till Dawn. You know, there's better ways, better things to call, I guess. I mean, I'm ambivalent, I guess. But step it out. Oh my god. I can feel the memes. I can feel the memes coming. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Reddit thread somewhere of all the meme names for it. But out of everything, at least it's coming. At least it's coming. I just gotta get a mosey on so I can even get to Reverie. Goodness. I'm sorry for munching and crunching while I do have my dinner. Which is like a breakfast dinner. I've got hash browns, bacon, chicken, and spinach. I have been playing little bits here and there. Where am I up to? Wednesday I got up to... I'm on chapter 3. I've just got to Grant Cell. Like I've literally just got to Grant Cell and I think I've accepted, I've done some, got my side quests and that's it. But yeah, no, it's very interesting so far. Like, again, the thing that's very, sort of the thing that's always there in your Trials games is the very, very defined gameplay loop. Go to city, do side quests, find out what the actual plot of the chapter is, and then do a boss, boom, done, move to the next one. So far, I'm intrigued. I'm gonna guess, and this is by precedent of the last 2 chapters, that each chapter is gonna focus on a different member of Ouroboros that's doing something with their gospel. And then the final dungeon will have you fighting all of them. Maybe, I don't know. Although, like, it's weird because all the members of Ouroboros it's very much we've got absolutely no chance in hell of actually beating them. Like, I love Blue Blanc. I definitely do prefer Blue Blanc and what he's doing in this one versus his appearances in Cold Steel. I think this one, I feel that I'm liking Blue Blanc better here. And what else? What else? What else? There was something actually I was thinking about on Wednesday when I was playing it. I'm trying to think what it was. Can't remember. There's something about the combat. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's just the characters I've got at the moment, but I can't rely on my AT delay abilities as much. Which is nerfing me hard, because I think I'm very much in the Cold Steels and very much in FC. I was very much relying like on Olivier's, his ability that had the AT delay on it. For some reason it doesn't have it on this one. Unless he has, and it's actually just never been hitting every single time. Yeah, I've been like relying on it hard, and now I can't, and I feel underprepared. Yeah. Chula Gaming, as always, thank you for the link. It is good to know you're here. Have a safe one. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, no, it's definitely the combat is taking me in. This one, it's felt weird, like it's taken me a little bit to actually get my stride in it, I feel. I don't know if that's just because the fights are naturally harder. We also do keep forgetting that we're technically like level 50 already. But yeah, but no, overall, I'm enjoying it. It's what? It's what? I'm on chapter 3. I'm on the Mad Tea Party or something that it's called. So I'm in, yeah, I've just gone to Grant Cell. Which I'm gonna guess that just from the name of it, Mad Tea Party, I reckon there's going to be some like, maybe it's Alba and his whole like mind control-y weird brain stuff going on. That'd be interesting. If it was, it'll be like something like that going on maybe, don't know. But it's interesting nonetheless. Alright, now come out and Choji. Choji's on chapter 16. Yeah, I've been, because I know that in FC, I think I ended up being like, I think I was 3 BP short of having max BP at the end of the game. And so this one, I'm like taking extra care to make sure I have full BP, but, and because we are an easy mode guide friendly zone, I will say I am using a max BP guide on this one, but good thing I am, because there's a blimmin' one of the side quests in chapter 2, if you don't go completely out of your way to talk to some random person that you wouldn't even think you'd need to talk to, you miss out on like 2 BP or something. So thank God I use that, or else I never would have gotten max BP if I'd been left to my own devices, so yeah. You always use guides? Yeah. I'm thinking, like I've sort of been trying to not use it as much on, definitely on the cold steel ones, but I think now I'm just like, there's just, I use it for the side quests at least. I definitely use it for the final dungeons, purely because it's always got chests with really good equipment that I don't want to miss. Although it's kind of hard to miss it. Like if you go everywhere, you're not going to miss a chest actually, now I think about it. At least in the dungeons, but yeah, but they're definitely on the side quests, especially all the hidden ones as well, like, oh, they're devilish. Yes, anyway, so that's where Abby is with Trails, so I'm hoping I have, like, part of me is like, oh, you know, should I just push and try and finish Trails second chapter by the end of the month, but I'm like, oh, maybe not. That might be pushing it a little bit, and that might be, I'm pushing it a little bit, and I'll probably end up not giving it the full care that it deserves. So now, but it'll definitely be next month I finish it. Oh, I can have that win. Chapter 11, right, make a good time. I'm looking and I don't really have many puppet users, thank God. Playing a Legend Utah. Ooh, how is that? Is the gameplay very? I mean, I haven't looked into it too much. But is the gameplay different or very different to the other Trailsy ones? Even though I know it's an ooh. It's like sway. Ah. Okay, okay. Yeah, I've added that one. I've added that one to my ever-growing wish list part of my backlog. So I'm gonna have that one up my sleeve when I have the, I say mental bandwidth, but it's more like when my game backlog has a little bit of breathing space. there we go. What I'm thinking, because by the end of the year there'll be about 3 more games that I need to get. I keep forgetting I need to build Naruto, which I've gotta do that. So there's at least 3 more games I need to be getting by the end of the year. Plus, I've got to make sure I've definitely cleared things up for 29th of February 2024. For, you know, the game that every single time more information comes out about it is just looking like Game of the Year 2024 already. Which, oh, I'm so excited about that game. And it's confirmed that in the Calm flashback you can play as Sephiroth. Oh my lordy. From the moment I can, bro, I'm switching and playing as him for that entire thing. Don't even care. Anyway, aside, because, you know, I can't go one stream without talking about Final Fantasy, as we know. But no, I'm very, very excited for that one. And what else? So I've got to get Assassin's Creed Mirage. Oh, the boy will definitely be getting it close, if not day 1, at least close to the release. So it'll be that. There's Baldur's Gate 3 I still need to get, because I still need to finish Baldur's Gate 2, which I think I've still got at least like 60 hours left on that one to go. And then there's obviously Naruto, but that's, you know, Naruto's Naruto as such. That's going to be a platinum trophy one as well, assuming that there's no online trophies. That should be a platinum. Although a lot of them will be S rank this battle, S rank this battle, and that's going to be I mean, I have platinumed it I have platinum Storm 4 on PS4 before, so it shouldn't be too bad. Lovely. Oh my lordy loo, I've already cocked it. Excuse my language. I've already bloody cocked it. Don't tell me I've just done a fight I've already done. Please, Lord above. Bloody hell, I had to. Oh, I'm such a mup. Sorry, excuse my language. Anyway, let's try that one again with who I was actually meant to be facing. Anyway. Anyway. That's right. Tomorrow I still need to play a Yuden Chronicle Racing. That's right. I'm kind of glad that game has done well enough to get a sequel. It is a sequel, right? I'm not getting completely mixed up, aren't I? Like it's nice to know that like a Suikoden spiritual successor can actually still, you know, gain, you know, have enough of a success to have that sequel, because Suikoden really is top tier. Like, come on. Like, come on. I swear to God it was. Oh my God. Or, now I think about it, what was I reading then? Like 2 years ago that was saying that it was a spiritual successor. I think it might have been actually been them saying that the main character's outfit was reminiscent of the protagonist from the second. Oh my god, I'm even more of a mutt than I thought. Just goes to show, if I played it, I would have known. That'll be it. That will be it then. Okay, I'm not too much of a mutt, but it serves me right to get my packs right. Right, hang on. So does that mean Eden Chronicle Rising has actually been out for some time? I mean, like, when was it first released?
Nice.
Oh my goodness. I really need to pay attention on that one.
Battle begins.
Okay. Okay. Maybe they were talked. Maybe the OG and the sequel probably were sort of maybe talked about at the same time, potentially. Like if the sequels come out so soon, after that, and I say soon, like 2 years shouldn't be a long. 2 years doesn't sound like it would be a long. No, sorry, a short dev cycle. But in today's day and age, it might be. Like I was talking to my dad last night, and he was saying, like, he was just chuckling when I said that Elder Scrolls 6 is into early development. He's like, oh, that might, you know, I'll probably be dead by the time that comes out. And we've still got about like 20, 30 years more life in them. So it's, yeah. So yeah, 2 years shouldn't be considered a short dev cycle, considering like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and them will release like within a year of each other, practically. Don't quote me on that. But like, yeah. Okay, not the wrong one. So we're technically on like 17. Okay, isn't too bad. It took you 17 hours, dang. That's not too bad. It's not short enough to feel like you've been ripped off, but it's also not super long that you need to invest your whole life into it. Interesting. Like, done. Definitely going on the backlog then.
How can I lose?
Because that's what I'm finding with in terms of getting through my backlog. I think I've sort of I think the problem I had at one point is that all the games I had on the go were like 70 hours long, and it's just like it takes an age and a half just to get through any one of those. So then, whenever you look at your backlog, you're just like, oh god, it's just this insurmountable task. I've had the same like 5 games in progress for like the last 3 months. So like, whereas like having that sort of the mix and the balance of having, you know, your longer RPGs with the mixed in with, you know, smaller puzzle games or little bits here and there kind of helps shed some of the I don't want to say burnout because I don't like the idea, like I don't like feeling like I'm getting burnt out from video games, as easy as it kind of is to feel that though. But yeah, having the smaller games interspersed with all the big ones is very much why. Well, very much helps with reducing that. Okay, so where are we? It's taking fight 19.
Battle begins.
It says on average 12 hours? Okay. That's not too bad then. Yeah, because I've got a whole bunch of puzzle games that I've sort of put into the backlog, but then they're also not. Because the problem with puzzle games, and definitely when it comes to like sort of average hours with puzzle games, is take The Witness for example. If you ever played The Witness, you know exactly what I mean. In fact, if you played any, like if you played like Myst or The Witness or even the Talos Principle, any of those sorts of, you know, very, very well received puzzle games, is that you can never trust the how long to be, because some people the puzzles take like 10 seconds to solve. Others are mulling over it for about an hour, like me. I go into puzzle games thinking I'm far better than I am, and I'm very quickly humbled. Very quickly humbled.
How could I lose?
Alrighty. Okay. Oh, we've got second Tsuchikage and Kiba. So what life updates do I have? I've got an interesting thing I'm doing tomorrow morning actually. Got to get up super early. Well, I say super early. 7 o'clock isn't super early, but it's early for me on a Saturday. Especially on a Saturday. But my friend needs me to cover for him. He's been organising a martial arts tournament at the university in town. And the person who was doing the time stuff thing dropped out or couldn't make it, so he's asked me to sort of fill in. No idea what I'm going to be doing, or whether it involves skill or hard brain power, but yeah, so I've got to go, and I'll be helping with time stuff for the tournament that he's helping organise, so that'll be fun. So that's for a few hours. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be interesting. See what it's all about. And then the boys' daddy-o is coming tomorrow night, so I probably actually won't be streaming tomorrow night. Definitely will on Sunday. Want to do on Sunday. And then because him and the boy will likely be going out hunting for most of the week next week, and then it's just me at home, because the boy's brother's staying with his mates or something the whole week. So it'll just be me in the house on my lonesome on like Monday and Tuesday probably, most likely, so I'll be hella streaming. So I'll probably use that, likely stream some trails, maybe some tunic, and probably 1 or 2 Naruto days as well, just to sort of catch up. Although my goal today is to get to 1,900. I would like to, anyway. Yeah, so that's what's happening tomorrow. Then on Sunday, nothing much, just whatever him and his dad are doing, I guess. And then, yeah, no other life updates really. My tattoo's healing well. I think I'm probably over moisturising it. I say I'm over moisturising it. I think I'm moisturising it enough. It definitely hasn't dried out, or it doesn't look bad. I'm just very, very excited for when it gets like fully healed up or something. Yeah, when it all gets like properly healed up, it'll be all nice. It's started to reach the itchy phase, so I've got to keep reminding myself, whatever you do, girl, do not start scratching it. Like literally everyone's telling me, do whatever you do not scratch it, no matter how itchy it becomes. Never do it. So I've just got to be mindful not to do that. What else? What other life upgrades could I possibly have? I feel like I've done something else. I mean, it's really just been work this week. It's been an absolute mongrel. I mean, the week went fast. It felt really fast, which was good. And there were a couple of good moments. I'm going on site with some clients that, you know, I enjoy going on site with and, you know, enjoy hanging around with. But it's just like you reach the end of Thursday and you're like, God damn, I've got one more day in the week and about 10 things I need to do. Or about 10 days worth of work I've got to have done before the end of the week, and it's just, it completely and utterly drains you. And it's just, yeah. And then, you know. And then, on top of that, so this is the thing, I'm going to be like careful because I don't want to, you know, got to be careful how I phrase it. Let's just say, I'm going to be vague, but when you're a lady, you know, everyone's got hormones going through their body, you know, hormones affect a lot of things, like a hell of a lot of things, not just mood. And you know, with the lady, we've got all our hormones raging all the time. Let's just say, I've made a recent life change that basically I've come off a medication that I've been on for the past 5 years. And I think, and it was a medication that had synthetic hormones in it. And I've come off of it. And I think came off it last week, and I think it's just completely sent my hormones in a complete another tizzy. They're just having a moment, having a day. Like this morning, I got into work and I'm just like, if anyone says anything to me right now, I'm gonna start crying. And then I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm like completely unbothered by everyone. And then I'm like, I'm really sad and I just want to hide away. And then I'm like, actually no, I'm fine. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, no, I'm gonna start crying again. And then someone says something to me, I can like feel the tears like well up, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go and just hide in a meeting room for like the entire day, because I'm about to like fully embarrass myself. Because people are like, oh my god, why are you crying? And I'm like, I'm stressed, obviously, with work, like who isn't? But yeah, I don't know, like don't even say, like if no one says a word to me today, that'll be fabulous. Because otherwise I'm going to embarrass myself by just crying randomly, even though you didn't even say anything. Like, even though you weren't saying anything angry or telling me off or anything. Like, it's all that. It's been that for most of the week. Just complete topsy-turviness. More so than it usually is. So I've got to deal with all that as well. Fun times being a lady. And I feel like there's more. Nah, nothing else really. I mean, our broccoli plant, we've managed to. I forgot to take off the last bits of our broccoli plant. So that's all flowered now. Got some lovely yellow flowers that have all sprouted from the broccoli. All the little black broccoli florets that are now all like bloomed. So these lovely, like, hundreds of tiny little yellow flowers. They're absolutely beautiful. I'm actually like kind of glad that it's done that, because I might actually just transpose it into another flower bed and it makes our garden look pretty. So I might even do that. And also all the cherry blossoms in town have started blooming as well. So that's really pretty too. So it's just, yeah, nature is looking good. What am I waving at? I'm waving at you. Yeah, so that's why I'm hoping this week coming is gonna be, I'm gonna be far more stable than the last week, because I think my body will have finally, you know, righted itself. With all, you know, now that I don't have I'm not putting synthetic hormones into it. Now that I'm not gonna be doing that, should hopefully have flushed them all out. Well, actually no, it's not even a matter of flushing it all out anyway. But then the annoying thing is, so the annoying thing too, I'll just be like, you know, so ladies, women, girls, no, I'll just say women, because you should be a woman when you're taking them, but, you know, when there's, you know, certain pills and things that a lady can take for certain reasons. And it's so frustrating, because when you read all the reasons why, you know, some doctors prescribe these, there's the big reason, which I won't mention, because we're a family-friendly channel. But there's also like, oh, some chicks take it so they don't get acne, it stops their acne. It stabilizes their mood and makes them super happy all the time. You know, all these lovely, beautiful side effects that these things are meant to have, and I'm like, oh, it sounds fabulous, you know. And what do I get? Doesn't affect my acne at all, so I get breakouts every month. Fabulous. If anything, it's probably does not stabilize mood. In fact, makes me more moody, if that. I had very big ups and downs, as the boy was more than happy to point out. And you know, and all the great, beautiful things that these pills were meant to do, doesn't even do it. Doesn't even do it. I'm sorry, I get none of that, and I get all the downsides, and I'm like, oh, fabulous. So anyway, so now that I'm coming off of them, for the first time in like 5 years, I'm just hoping that my mood stabilizes. I think that's what the boy's open for. But anyway, just all I'll say is men of the world, males, be grateful you don't have to, be grateful that a lot of the medications ladies have to take for things you don't have to take, because they're horrible. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. What else? What else have I got? Is there any, like, good thing that's happened this week? Is there any good thing? I feel like there has been. Can't think of what it would be, though. Did we have a nice dinner one night? We did. The boy actually... Oh, that's right. Actually, I finished a jigsaw puzzle, which I was very happy about. There's a jigsaw puzzle that I've been trying to do on and off for like a year because it's extremely difficult, like really difficult, but I managed to finish it. I just knuckled down one night. The boy was asleep on the couch. I had a one of my 3.5 hour Skyrim analyses videos about some random potential storyline and mystery that this guy produced evidence for, which was fabulous. So I just had that on the TV, just chipped away my jigsaw puzzle, managed to finish it. And it's managed to finish it. That was lovely. Then treated to a lovely dinner by the boy. He made some homemade garlic bread, had some delicious steak, some chips with mozzarella on top. Oh, it's lovely. It was beautiful. So I suppose that was a highlight, I guess. Actually, yeah, that was a highlight. I think that was Sunday or Monday anyway. The medication I take. It's just sternum hurt. Oh, interesting if it's just sternum, but yeah, oh goodness. Yeah, it's just, it's the thing, like, it's the thing about medication, is like, you know, even though we take these things to help us, it's like, you know, with biology, just, you know, with the natural world and just how we are as biological creatures, it's just, if only there were like magical pills that make you just feel great. There's absolutely zero possible negative side effects. It's just everything's peachy keen. Wouldn't that just be lovely? But alas, alas. But the next, I say the next medical procedure, but what I need to do, or what I'm wanting to do, is save up the, I mean, I've got 3 options. I can either save up like 7 grand, and go, get some, the no baby surgery, or I can, because I have to do it through the public system. Oh no, I have to go through the private system to get a no baby surgery. Because if I try to go through the public one, I'm only allowed to get it if I've had like everything possibly wrong with me to do with kids. So apparently the advice is that there's a health insurance policy I can get out, and apparently one of the conditions is if you are covered by this policy for a year, then you get 1 sterilization procedure fully funded, or I don't know if it's fully covered, but heavily subsidized. So everyone's like, just do that, get health insurance for a year, and then boom, there you go, no baby procedure done for 1/10 of the price. So that's my next thing that I need to save up for, do something like that. Anyway, so that's my next medical procedure. Platelets are formed from bone marrow. This the sternum's a big contributor. Ah, interesting. Unless... this is gonna be this is... My mum was watching, she'll probably be screaming at me for giving horrendously getting human biology wrong, because my mum's used to be a radiographer, so she, like, when it comes to like biology and like human anatomy and all that sort of stuff, she's like, she got it down. But my guess is that, because I know that there are when you're getting surgeries done and they do the laparoscopy, don't know if it's other procedures as well, but basically when they need to like inflate your stomach with gas when they're doing the procedure, you know, to help spread your guts apart so they can get to things easier. Sorry, and also I do apologise if anyone's squeamish while we're talking about this as well. Do apologise, but anyway. But they say that people who've had those sorts of surgeries, they say for the time afterwards, when you, all the gas, obviously gas wants to rise, as it is wont to do, and for like the days afterwards, people's like shoulders hurt, like sort of around here hurts, because all the gas has risen to there and you've got gas bubbles sitting there. So potentially, maybe, it could be that the thing that the medication is doing to make your body want to produce the platelets is having like the byproduct of that is like maybe like the cells or something releasing, like respiring a lot more than usual, and like maybe they're doing like it's producing like more amounts of gas than it normally would, in which case then all that gas is then rising to like your top sort of bit, maybe. Yeah. Oh no, Paul, do not apologize. It is honestly, it is all good. I mean, if anything, I would be apologizing to you and being like, I don't want to diminish what you have to go through. Like, my stuff is not at all as severe as yours. In fact, yeah, my stuff's not at all like it's... I don't want babies, so I take some pills, so I don't have babies. That's basically what it is. I'm just gonna be honest. I'll try and be vague and broad, but, like, it's just that. It's like, you know, so it's not at all as bad. And I mean, it's just, all it is just, I'm just a moody girl. That's basically what it is. I don't want to diminish what you've got. Make it seem like I'm just whinging about nonsense, but no. There's like, yeah, but no, like, in my, because I think it's Mental Health Awareness Week, in New Zealand at least anyway, I'm not sure if it's worldwide, yeah, so I'm like doing hella, me with my fractured state of mind, trying to do hella research into just everything. Yeah, and so, like, you know, they say that comparison is the thief of joy, and someone said that. I'm just trying to remember who it is, because it's someone famous who said that. Oh, I can't remember who it would have been. Oh god. Who said it? It's someone famous anyway. But yeah, no. We both have crappy side effects from the medication. There we are. We're all in it together. That's a better way of looking at it. We're all in it together. But yeah. Anyway, long story short, my theory is that... What the? Okay. What the hell happened there? I've noticed that on my OBS my screens all mushed up together. What the hell happened there? It hasn't told me I've got any dropped frames. So maybe it was the interwarps. Maybe, potentially. Oh well. Anyway. onto less medication-y things.
Seek to hone yourself even further.
Have I got any facts of the day? Not really.
Battle begins. You won't get away. You're like a punching bag.
Whoosh. Oh, in New Zealand news, petrol prices have increased in an absolutely insane amount, and like within like the last week, a petrol price has gone up like 20 cents. I'm probably hyperbolizing there. Probably in the last couple of weeks, it's gone up about 20 cents. Yeah, it's definitely the crisis in New Zealand at the moment is petrol prices and cost of living. Everything's so expensive, and our wages aren't increasing to go commensurately. So everyone's having an absolute meltdown on what the hell we gonna do. All we can do is just play video games and hope it all goes away at some point. And that's like pretty much New Zealand at the moment. It's interesting. It's very much becoming a lot of the sentiments of people in New Zealand is that like they want to leave, they want to get out and go over to Australia or somewhere else. Like even the boy's like, I just want to move out of New Zealand, just go to anywhere else. And I'm like, we've got it a lot better than a lot of other places. And we're one of those like when New Zealand's good, it's good, like it's real good. And when New Zealand's bad, it's bad. It's like it's a weird country like that. Yeah, and you guys have got frosties. You've got like, oh, I will always remember there was one stream I had ages ago. I think you were there. And it was like everyone just saying, I've even got them all written down somewhere. I was trying to think which book I had them written down in. But I had them all written, oh wait, no, it's in my Pokemon. My Pokemon book is somewhere. I need to find it. But in there, it was like all the places that people were recommending, and oh my god, it just sounded incredible. It was like the frozen yogurt places and the frosties and the beef brisket burgers from Arby's, and it's just like, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Although I will say, oh my god, now I'm thinking of food. I will say, there is a place. I think it's only in the city that I live in too, I think, there is a place in one of the shopping centres that we go to, so one of the malls, shopping malls? I don't know how you guys pronounce it, anyway. But it is, they just do Turkish food, or like, you know, Turkish, like generic Turkish food, you know, your kebabs, your iskanders, your meat on chips, all that sort of stuff, you know, just general stuff. Their kebabs, just their stuff in general, is not even kidding, like not even kidding, the single nicest Turkish food I think I've ever had in my darn life. It is incredible. Their kebabs, because they've got all like the bowls of all the vegetables all laying out when you go there, and you like pick which ones you want. The vegetables are just so fresh. They put so much, there's so much variety in there, you know, the whole thing that nutritionists say about you gotta eat your different colours, you know, eating your colours. They've got every colour. Purple, yellow, orange, green, red, blue, pink, yellow, brown, whatever. It's all there. It is super fresh, it is delicious, the meats are so juicy and flavorful, and it is just, honestly, these kebabs, I kid you not, I could have them probably every single day for the rest of my life. Not even kidding. So I can't leave my town. I can't leave my town because outside of Turkey, where am I gonna find stuff like that? And even then, does Turkey even have stuff as nice as that? Maybe not. Potentially not. And that's just a risk I cannot take. It is a risk I cannot take. So, yeah, so I'm like to the boy, sorry, but we're not leaving. Because unless I can take those guys with me and hire them and they just make me kebabs every day, it's not happening. We're not moving. Oh, there we go. Sploosh, and then lovely. Okay, and then sploosh, lovely. And I was also just had something in my mind as I was saying all that as well about delicious food. Oh my goodness, that's right. Me and the boy, I might have talked about it before, but oh my god, I was thinking about it when I was talking about like the American food. I was thinking about it. I'm just like, oh god damn, I want to go there tomorrow. On the way back from the martial art thingy, there's this place that me and the boy just randomly found called the New York Deli. And you're like, oh, New York Deli, do they sell sandwiches? And you're just like, yes, they sell sandwiches. So we went there one time, because the boy, we walked past it before, and the boy's like, oh my god, we've got to go there. So we did. Looking at the menu. So for me, if anyone who knows me well knows that I am an extremely, no, I'm gonna own it. I'm a very fussy eater. There is a lot of ingredients that I don't like and will not have in my food items. Not to the point where I'm gonna like throw a hissy, but to the point where menus and cafes and restaurants, I limit myself very much. Anything with any kind of condiments or any kind of like, you know, heavy onion or celery or gherkin component, no, not happening. Not happening. So because of that, most sandwiches from cafes and restaurants don't have, because I've always got some sauce in them somewhere. Anyway, long story short, when it comes to sandwiches in particular and especially, I limit myself very much on what I like and will eat. So, you know, so we're looking through the menu, and then, you know, it's all these like, I don't know, sloppy joes and the other things, New York blasts or NYC blast or whatever. And it's always got, you know, look at, okay, cheese, bacon, all lovely, lettuce, raw tomato, oh no, don't like that, onion, no, don't like that, jalapenos, yeah, no, don't like that, topped with aioli and mustard and tomato ketchup, no, don't like any of those. So already burned. Severely limiting myself because they are all extremely common ingredients. So I'm like, beans, okay. But then, catches my eye, pulled pork sandwich. And I'm like, pulled pork, interesting. What's in there? Pulled pork, cheese, Done. That's it. That's all they had. Pulled pork and cheese. I'm like, oh. Well, considering on all the other sandwiches, they named out the plethora of ingredients in there, maybe it literally all just has this pulled pork and cheese. I'm gonna take a chance on this. I'm gonna take a chance that they're not gonna put any little sneakies in there. And I bite into it and it's just onion fiesta. I'm gonna take a chance on them. Let's see how we go. So anyways, we go and order it. It comes out and then we ordered a mango. I got a peach smoothie and he got a mango smoothie. So, you know, so eventually we sit there, food comes out, very reasonable time. It was only like 10 minutes later, so I'm just like, oh damn, okay, I like this. I'm liking this place already. Some lovely, delicious little sandwiches on Turkish bread. And then our smoothies. Smoothies were absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness, they were so nice. So that was already a win. So I look at my sandwich and I'm like, okay, I see pulled pork, I see some cheese melting out the side. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. I open it up, there's nothing else in there. It's literally just pulled pork and cheese, and I'm like, yes, it's just pulled pork and cheese. The menu didn't lie. So I'm like, great, I'm looking forward to this now. Not a vegetable in sight. I'm looking forward to it. No onions to surprise me, no random bit of barbecue sauce chucked in there. Oh, beautiful, amazing. So, take a bite. It was one of the singular most heavenly experiences I've ever had in my life. It was, in fact, it was almost spiritual how good it was. It was, literally pulled pork and cheese. The pulled pork was, I don't know what they cooked it in, couldn't even name you the spices, but it was so perfectly seasoned and spiced. It had a bit of a kick to it. I don't know, I remember it. Definitely had a bit of a kick to it. But it was just like the perfect amount of it, of whatever they put in. It was marinated to perfection. It was juicy, it was succulent. I don't like using those words. Makes me sound ick. It was just delightful. It was a little bit on the tad greasy side. I did have to go through like 3 napkins just to soak up all the grease from it. That would be my only complaint. The second time we had it though, because we did go again, the second time we had it, it was far less greasy. So it might have just been, there was a lot of juice in the pulled pork, which is fine, which is I'm okay with, because my god did it taste amazing. So we have that, and it was just, from start to finish, an absolutely delightful sandwich experience. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I literally don't know what came over me. You know when you get like a tickle in your throat? You get a tickle in your throat and then you can feel the cough coming? And that was like I swallowed, the tickle happened, and immediately I started coughing. Oh my god. I'm so choked up about how amazing this sandwich was. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, basically this sandwich was utterly freaking incredible and was amazing, and I love it, and I'm gonna go there all the time, and I'm just gonna walk in and be like, yo, bruh, you know the order. It's me. You know I'm only gonna order the thing that's got no onions, tomatoes, or condiments. And he'll be like, girl, I got you. And I'm like, thanks. I'm just gonna sit over here. Bring it to me. With the peach smoothie, because my god, was that peach smoothie good. It was just a delightful experience. So if you ever come to New Zealand, and you come to the South Island, and you come to Christchurch, New York Deli, pulled pork sandwich, that's where it's at. Oh my goodness.
Is your ego the only thing that matured, Tamari? Magnet style. Giant gold dust imperial send.
Glad I did that.
It's not so often.
I'm glad I did that. Didn't realize there was that custom scene. Fabulous. Alright. Right, Kakashi, Yakura. Yeah. All pork when it's done right. God damn, it's good. God damn, it's good. Suppose that's been the other thing that hasn't helped this week, is the boy had a cold at the end of last week, and of course I catch it at the end of the weekend, so I've had the sniffly nose and phlegmy throat and all of that for the entire week, so that hasn't helped. So that's part of the throat's just gone AWOL with stuff. Anyway, sorry about that giant coughing fit. I hope it wasn't super loud. Alrighty.
Battle begins.
Take that. This is mine. Take that.
Fabulous. Oh, and after this fight, actually, I've got to run a quick ad as well. My tattoo, oh my god, it's itching so badly in a couple of spots, and I'm just trying everything I can to just not absent-mindedly scratch it as well. Kaswoosh. Alrighty. Okay, I'm just gonna run a super quick 3-minute ad, update the list, because we're down to 1,983. So let me just run a quick ad, BRB. Rightio, and now we are at 5, oh my goodness. We're down to the thousands. Oh my lordy. Oh my good googly boogly. That's so exciting. It's so strange. It feels so weird. We haven't hit the 3 digits yet. We haven't hit the 3 digits yet, but it's like, oh, we're so close. We're on the last, like, got less than 2,000 fights to go. That's mental. That's like mental. It's like, because technically, my deadline is Sunday the 13th of November. That's my deadline. Because then the next day I stream, on the Thursday, will be the day that the next Naruto game comes out. And I need to be streaming it on day 1. So like, it's weird, like there is an actual definitive day deadline. Like, and it's less than 2 months away, and I will have this whole thing done. That's crazy. It's mental. It's kind of scary in a way, but also exciting. It's just gonna be, you know, and it's taken me this far as well to be able to like succinctly and concisely explain what I'm doing. I don't go my whole like every character blah blah blah. I just go every possible matchup in the free battle. Because that's what it is. Every possible matchup in the free battle. Done. Of the non-DLC characters, every possible matchup. That's like the most concise way to explain it, and I can't believe it took me so long to be able to even think of that as the way to explain it. But then I'll have done it. At the end of Sunday, Sunday the 13th of November 2023, someone in the world will have done every possible matchup on pre-battle and documented it, because someone may have actually done it before. Someone may already have done it. but just never publicized it. So I could not be the only one in the world to do this. I'd like to think that I am. No, everyone wants to be special. Everyone wants to feel special. So my moment of specialness will be every possible matchup on Naruto Ninja Storm 4. Done. Great. And then when Storm Connections come out, we'll do it all over again. Not really. Not really. I'm sure we'll have, I might even have it. There might be another sort of, not necessarily challenge as such, but although I was thinking, because I've been watching, oh, it was also interesting, it was interesting, on the RPG challenge runs guy that I was watching, he did a, for Dragon Quest XI, is can you do a pacifist run, no, sorry, pacifist run is the wrong way, can you finish the game with only controlling the play, like the main character, so all your other party members are on AI controlled, and can you beat the game by only defending? So the only option you're allowed to pick is defend as the main character, and then you have to let your party members do everything else. And there was a couple of spots where he genuinely thought he couldn't do it. Oh no, because then the other thing too that he did, the absolute mad lad, was he enabled every draconian quest, which was the sort of like their little extra settings that you can enable. You don't have to enable all of them, you can just enable whichever ones you want, that sort of add a layer of challenge to the game. So one is you can't buy any weapons or armor, you could only use the ones that are from monster drops or ones that you find in a chest. So no, you can't go to the shops at all. One is that randomly your player character will kind of just have like a turn where it's like, oh, you know, it's called like shy pox or something anyway, but basically randomly your player character will sort of they'll flub their turn in battle and they won't actually do the action that you want them to do. Another one is I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, enemies are just more aggressive and stronger. They've got more health and whatnot. So he basically, what he did, he enabled all of them. So, in fact, I'll pull it because it's the absolute mad lad. And the thing is too, as well, to top it all off, is that it is impossible to finish Dragon Quest XI, specifically the S edition. It is impossible to finish it with only pressing defend on the main character by a technicality. In the sense that probably about like a third of the way through the game, I think it is. Third of the way? Yeah. There's a story fight that you have to do, and only the main character takes part. And you can't progress through the game. It is literally impossible to clear the fight by either dying or, because if you die you go back to your previous save file. It's not one of those sort of story battles where it like skips it no matter if you win or lose. And it was one of those like you have to beat the guy, like there's just literally no other option. So it's technically impossible to like his challenge run, it was technically impossible to do from a technicality, not from like it was like too hard or, you know, just, you know, the AI companions were being too stupid. So, but, whatchamacallit? No, it's not the Night Dude. It's when you're in Octagonia, like the Colosseum type area, after the boss in that area, and that sort of that part of the story, after the boss, I think his name is Vince, the sort of the guy that was sort of helping you in the bit, you got to do a one-on-one fight with him, and like you have to fight him and beat him to progress. There's no, if you wait out like 20 turns, the fight will automatically end. There's no, if you lose, you know, you're progressing anyway, no matter if you win or lose, it's like, it's impossible. So, yeah, but there was a couple of points where, I think one of the, I'm pretty sure one of the Draconian Quest modifiers was you can't level up, like each area kind of has like a soft level cap, and you can't level up higher than that area's level cap. So I think, you know, if this, you know, so you can't grind to increase levels. You know, you will always be at a maximum of a particular level for each area of the game, or each, you know, part of the story. So there was a spot really early on, I think even the first true boss fight of the game, he just couldn't do it. He was doing like 100 times he retried it, and he just could not beat this enemy. So he gave up initially, but then he's like, oh screw it, I'm gonna come back to it and just give it another go, and just miraculously by RNGs managed to do it. So then he carried on. He managed to go all the way to this Octagonia fight, and then it was a technicality that he couldn't do it. But all the Draconian quests, are no fleeing from battle, so you can't flee from battle. No shopping, no armor, so you can't actually equip any armor. You can only equip weapons, and even no accessories, no armor or accessories. Weapons are the only thing you can equip on your characters. One is reduced experience from easy fights. Oh yeah, so enemies that are too weak give 0 XP. Items still drop though. All enemies are super strong. Shy Pox, which is the main character is cursed, randomly losing turns in battle, as well as freezing up on random NPC interactions. So basically you just got like, it's kind of like the, I don't know, it's like the Pokemon thing with like Slackoth and Vigoroth, where it's like he's loafing around or something. It's like one of those, sort of equivalent of that. Yeah, and those are the Draconian quests. So we enabled all of them, and managed to do it. And it was also the first time he'd actually ever played Dragon Quest XI. He'd never actually played the game before. He was learning the game and all of that as well. But no, it was really interesting. It was really, really interesting. I was thinking, if I had to do a challenge run on a game, like I don't know what game I'd pick. I've kind of got an idea of what game I might pick, but I need like a way to actually make it challenging. And I was thinking, there's this game, this RPG, Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, came out in like 360 and PS3 generation. And it had a remaster. The Reckoning remaster came out for the newer gen consoles. I've probably played that game like 100 times, like not even kidding. I know that game in and out like the back of my hand. Like I have played that so goddamn freaking much, it's unbelievable. So I was thinking like, oh, if there's any game I understand, like I know so much about, it would be that one. Followed closely by Dragon Quest 8 and Final Fantasy X. But I was thinking of doing like a challenge run on that, but I don't know what I would do. I don't know how I could make it sufficiently hard enough. Sufficiently hard enough to actually be a proper challenge. Yes, I actually managed to watch a couple of Dragoon Knight's challenge runs. They're really good. They're like really good. Thank you for the recommendation on that one, by the way. But yes, and you love Amalur. I'm glad. A lot of people like think of it as just, oh, it's just a really like generic RPG. I'm like, generic. It's not A, it's not even generic. B, it's freaking amazing. I freaking love it. I love it so much. It's actually, it's probably the only game that I've actually been able to beat on the hard mode. Purely because A, you have to for the platinum trophy. But I actually managed to be good enough at it that I could do it on hard mode. But even then, hard mode I wouldn't even say is particularly difficult. It's only really difficult at the start of the game when you're just trying to hoard enough gold to be able to buy lots of potions. But I was almost thinking, oh, is that one? You can't actually buy anything. That's probably what I'd do. I'd probably put it on super hard mode. I'd have it so I wouldn't be allowed to buy anything. Everything had to be found or dropped. So that'd be 2 ones. What else could you do? Maybe no side quests? Or maybe no. Maybe just no skills. You can't use anything in the skill tree. Or you're perpetually level 1. Oh, that would be difficult. Maybe. Maybe you could never level up. No, you need to level up to do the tutorial. Yeah, no, actually no, there's parts of the tutorial that you actually need to level up on. Maybe. Not sure. I only played it since it came out. Well, I can tell you everything you could possibly ever need to know about it and more. And I say that. I know the entire... Do I know the entire main quest back to front? Almost. There's a few side quests that I hardly ever did on each of the playthroughs. But I also have been, because Final Fantasy X's because it's like true turn-based, which I sort of have to agree with my dad a little bit that if there's a game where I kind of have to think about the combat, I do actually like the true turn-based ones. But I was almost thinking like, ooh, should I try like a Final Fantasy X challenge run maybe once? But I'm like, oh, maybe not. Oh, actually, no. I was thinking like, do I try and do one like the no sphere grid challenges? Because a lot of people seem to be able to do it, and it is doable, I guess. I'd have to like hardcore study how they do things. But because they're even though, you know, there's obviously all the damage marks and damage marks. What's it called? Damage numbers. Is all, you know, relatively randomized-ish. I think they've developed whole programs that can perfectly predict everything. Something like that anyway. What am I trying to say? I think if I was going to have a shot at doing a challenge run on any Final Fantasy game, it would be Final Fantasy X. Thought it was 63.
Battle begins.
Lovely. Come on.
Here we go.
Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Battle begins.
Oh no, lovely. Right, what other fights have we got coming up? We've got a 10-10 coming up next. Ugh, gross. We've got a young 10-10 coming up soon. Ugh, gross. We've got a young conqueror, even grosser. Got another conqueror. Got a few conquerors coming up actually. Skadoosh doosh. Oh no, it's all good. Do not apologize. Do not apologize, my dude. I've now sort of just gone like in a, I've sort of, whatchamacallit. Now I'm just thinking about possible ways I can make games that I love harder. Because I was thinking, oh, should I do a Dragon Quest 8 one? I do love myself some Dragon Quest 8 quite deeply. So that could possibly be one. Maybe. Or am I good at it? No, because there's a lot of games that I like, not very many games I'm actually particularly good at. Say Kingdoms of Amalur, but even then I feel like I'm only good at that just because the mage build is extremely horrendously overpowered. In fact, actually any playstyle that's not the finesse one is horrendously overpowered. But even then... No, but yeah, no, definitely the magic build in that one, also sorcery build, is horrendously overpowered. Hello. What? Yeah. What you do? You hear what? Keys? Oh. Make sure you got everything. Right, Titan and Kabuto.
Battle begins.
Okay, so fight 64. So we're four fights ahead of the baseline. Isn't too bad. We're 4 fights ahead of the baseline, then we'll finish, we'll get to the goal on 3 hours. So we're about halfway there. Lovely. Alrighty, now we've got Madara Sage and we'll do that one and Young Ninja. Actually no, now that I think this, so Kingdoms of Amalur probably sound by far the best at out of all the games. What else am I good at? Probably not too much actually. Ocarina of Time, no, not even Ocarina of Time. Not really any Zelda. Any Spyro maybe? Potentially? Forza Horizon. You can't really do, it's hard to do challenge runs in that one. Because the problem with like racing games like that, I guess, is that because like you'll be doing a race and let's just say you've got a car that you haven't, you know, rubbish car that you haven't really done much to. And you do a race. Just every other car completely and utterly will outrace you at every point. They will just like, you know, technical skill comes into it to some degree, but there's like certain straights that no matter how, you know, how much of a lead you have, if your max speed is not up to scratch, then they will come up and overtake you on those straights and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Lovely. Smart and Hanabi. I mean, Ace Attorney games, you can't really do a challenge run on an Ace Attorney thing. Or like a Professor Layton. Because Professor Layton's just the, you know, solve every puzzle without using hint coins. Come on. Just... Is there an Assassin's Creed? Oh, actually, an Assassin's Creed you could probably do. Maybe. What would you have as an Assassin's Creed? So I'd probably do something like maybe like Odyssey. Be one of the later ones. It'd be like a... Yeah, do one of the later ones because I'm better at those ones. So it'd be Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla. Probably pick Odyssey. And what would the challenge be? Maybe it was like maybe one particular weapon type only, or maybe no weapons. There's like environmental deaths only, potentially. Nah, I don't think you'd be able to do that. Maybe no, there'd be no abilities. And maybe like starting weapons only. Probably be a couple. No special items, probably. No tools. Probably would have to be one. Yeah.
Battle begins.
Beauty. Douche, lovely. And kablam.
Been decided.
Yes, on these fights we're down to 1961 after these two.
Battle begins.
Okay, B and third Raikage. Okay, alright, these fights are getting good. These B and third Raikage. Yeah, these ones shouldn't be all too bad.
Battle begins. Sting it to the beat of the killer bee.
You good? Grab your maps, are you talking to your dad? Yeah. They're gonna, have you sort of, have you found the place you've got wanting to go?
I think so.
Yeah?
Um,
Oh yeah. Oh, has he? Aye. The boy and his dad planning their little hunting spots. It's so cute. The boy, he's so excited. He's so excited to go hunting with his dad. He's got like he's been like buying all the good clothes and the nice little, you know, the dehydrated beef stroganoff in the little packets and the pots. And he's tomorrow he's gonna be, but they're gonna be buying like the little bowls and stuff that like expand and not expand. That's probably the wrong. Like the ones that can sort of like compact down into like just the flat little bit, and then open them up into a proper bowl. Like he's just going wild with all this stuff. So now he's just chatting to his dad about on the phone about confirming their spots that they're going to. So I'm very, very, very excited for them. Because he hasn't been out hunting in ages, absolutely ages. He was meant to go earlier this year for the Raw, when all the male deers are like, hey lady deers, what up? Check out my antlers, I'm looking so good. You know you want a piece of this. Which is when the best time for the hunters are, because the deer are very distracted. But he couldn't go. because there was a big giant project at his job that they said, sorry, no one's allowed leave because we need to all be working weekends and late nights to get this project done on time. It was one of the most poorly managed projects I've ever heard in my life. And so you couldn't go, so you missed that. And then, like, 3 weeks ago, because it kept this, and also this was back in like March, April, it kept getting extended like 3 months at a time. Or like, oh, okay, no, deadline's been extended, or deadline's been extended, blah, blah, blah. Extended. Here's 3 weeks ago. Oh, project's cancelled. It's just cancelled. Didn't even finish it. It's just cancelled though. It's wasting too much money. Even though it's actually going to cost them more money in the long run to not sort what the project was trying to do. Anyway, long story short, the boy was pissed. He was pissed, but it means he's all the more excited now that he's able to go hunting again. Yeah, the boss fights were kind of sad. Oh no, were they too easy? Or had you like fully over leveled or something? I think you're oh no, you're just like 10 seconds later, oh, was that it? Oh, okay. Oh, that was a boss fight? Oh, okay, never mind. You finish that game though? Ooh, good luck with that. Cause I know with that game you were like, oh my god, this is amazing when you was first getting into it. Does it keep that sort of that same quality all the way through? Or was it one of the ones where like it's like the first like couple of hours you're like, this is like the best game ever, and then it very quickly loses its sparkle afterwards? Wait, story gets really convoluted and with weird time travel. See, I know a lot of people wouldn't like that sort of thing. That gives me all the more reason to go play it. I love it. Oh, I love that sort of stuff. Give me convoluted, give me time travel, give me parallel universes, give me like weird time paradoxes, give me everything like that. Oh my lord, I live for it. And before I go any further, I'm not going to do that fight, because I'm going to do the actual fight I was meant to do. And also I'm not wasting any more time. What are we on? 77, so 75. So 5 fights over, which is good. You go like really lewd enemies. Hey, I've played Dante's Inferno on the Xbox 360. Very glad my mum wasn't around for a very particular bit. Quite early in the game, mind you. I'm alright with lewd. I'm alright with lewd. If you've played Dante's Inferno, you'll know exactly what I mean. But let's just say the second circle of hell is lost, and there's some lovely enemy designs on that one, and the boss. The boss is a giant Cleopatra. Luckily you only see the top half of it, It's not that lewd, but it's up there. It's not one you want to play around your parents, I'll say that much. Dragon's had to kill the... Oh yeah, that... yeah. Yeah. And that's like the first level as well. That's right, yeah. Because that's in Purgatory? First circle. I think it's Purgatory, yeah. Yeah. I can understand the, you're like, oh no, I'm good, I'm done. I'm just gonna pause here before I go any further. Yeah, no, it is, yeah, especially if you're sensitive to that sort of stuff, and I know a lot of people are with babies and kids, like, to have that right at the start is a bold move. At least it's at the start, and for, you know, if you're just like, oh, no, I'm not having this, at least you haven't dedicated like 20 hours to it. Yeah. Yeah, and that's completely understandable. Like, it's horrific. It's an absolutely horrific thing for any family to go through, and it's just, yeah, I just think it's... In fact, actually, now that I think about it, it's all actually probably almost the kind of thing you'd almost want to disclose. You'd probably want to disclose it to your player base to be like, there's some potentially very sensitive material in here. Think before, you know, just an FYI. Yeah. Yeah, there's, yeah, there is. Let's just say if it was a YouTube video, every video on it would be demonetized. It would be demonetized for every reason. It's just, you know, it's awful. It's a fantastic action, like it's a fantastic like early God of War-esque game, you know, but yeah, the subject material isn't light. To say the least. In fact, it's extremely mature content. I'll almost even go so far as to say probably needed a higher rating. Unless it has always been an R18 and the video store that we rented the game from like 15 years ago didn't do their job stopping me from getting it. Either that, yeah. There's something like that in Trails. Oh. Oh dang. So I remember you saying that there was a couple of moments in Trails that, in the Sky ones, that you were just like, oh my god. Like, morbid curiosity is like, oh my god, I want to know what they are, but like, there has been some, have there been some moments? I think definitely the implications so far, even though I only know a little bit at this stage, I only know a little bit about like what Professor Elba can do, or Weissman, should I say. Like it's like definitely the implications of his ability is like, oh, that is ripe for like, they can do some real mental things with that one. Some really horrific implications on that. Which I don't know if that's would be involved with the bit you're talking about. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because it's that sort of thing that I've seen in other games and things as used for some pretty horrific stuff. I suppose I will have to see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Vita's actually like completely tame when I think about it. Vita's actually like, yeah. She actually is really tame. She, you know, didn't do nice things, but it's not like there I suppose there wasn't anything in there that was overtly like, ooh, goodness. Like, Vita just kind of seemed by the end of it, you're just like, oh, she's basically just an Emma who, just like an anti-hero Emma, in a way. Michael Rich, hello! Oh my goodness! How is you? Oh my goodness. You won! What did you win? Yeah, congrats! What did you win? And I'm glad that you're doing amazing as well. Hope there's not something that you've told me that I've completely forgotten about that you were doing. Oh, hey! Oh, nice. Of course, the strike stuff. Oh, of course. Goodness, I'm glad that you got that raise. Nice. Hoping it's right after Spider-Man 2. Oh, true! Oh my god, Spider-Man 2. Oh, that's a game I completely forgot but didn't forget was coming out. Oh my god, maybe they actually know that there's 4 games I've got to get by the end of the year. Oh, my poor wallet. Oh, my poor wallet. Oh, nice one. Nice one.
Battle begins.
Let's go.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, you met the parents! Oh, exciting! Oh, it's official then. Oh my goodness. Have absolute respect with their father. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. The first time I was super nervous, this man looked at me like I was dating his daughter and his wife. Oh, oh that's so... Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy. So happy that went all well. Was it because whereabouts did you meet them? Was it sort of like was it at their house? Was it sort of, did they come over to you? Was it like a neutral territory, like you all met up at a restaurant or something? I was about to say, you meet up in neutral territory, but that's a phrase that people use at work a lot when you meet clients in neutral territory. That's it's like you just going for a coffee or something. I was gonna say that, but I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't. I need to stop using work phrases out of work. I've got like 50 questions I want to ask you though. When we're like, how did it go? Was there like, was it like nervous small talk at first, but then you like eventually like warmed up with it? Was it like, did you have dinner? Was, you know, what was she talking about? Like, were they asking you like, so what do you do for work? Like, what's about this? Like, oh my goodness. And you played board games. Yes. Yes. That is a good, oh my goodness. This is like, just from start to now, this whole relationship has just sounded absolutely fantastic. Thanos had a P5. I saw you played. I love this. I'm so happy that it's gone like this. Oh dang, he keeps up with his PS5 then, because the update to remove the beep sound only came out like last week, if that. So he keeps up with his PS5. Gonna wake up the hey, my man. Oh, that's neat.
Battle begins.
Just look at him, like, just turn and look at him with just newfound respect. You're just like, yeah. Yeah, the update for it only came out, I want to say last week. Because they announced it like a couple of months ago, but the update for it only came out fairly recently. I probably need to ask the boy if he's updated the PS5 recently, because he's been playing Elden Ring for the last few weeks. So I need to ask him if the PS5 is updated recently, because I want to turn the beep off too. So when you went into the house, did you have dinner? Was it or did you have like canapes or hors d'oeuvres? Like how long did you stay there? Were they like, you know what, man? We give you our blessing to date our daughter. Like, I'm so happy it went well for you. Because I can tell you from the girl side, when your new boo comes to meet your parents, as absolutely nerve-wracking it is for your boo to meet your parents, it's also like, you just deep down, you just want to be like, please make it go well, please make it go well, please have my parents like them. Oh my god, I just really hope everyone's all good and it's not like awkward and everything. Like, I'm just so happy that it went well. You know what it is? In fact, you know what it is? It's the spirit of Lisa. Even though she's not dead, it's the spirit of Lisa looking down on you and being like, or looking, not down, across at you. She has imparted some of her amazingness via the Excel sheet. Like, you look at an Excel sheet and you're kind of like unconsciously absorbing Lisa's essence through the Excel sheet, and it has just meant that just everything's been working out well. That's my honest opinion. So 87.
Battle begins. No mercy. Come on.
Lovely.
Fall to pieces.
Sploosh. Oops. Oh my god, these fights are going so fast. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kankuro and not B. Kankuro and Madara Reanimation. Okay, how many other puppet users have I got for the rest of the day? Got one more Kankuro. One more Kankuro. Oh, no other puppet users.
I'll end it here. I'll end it here.
Any long range users? No, not even that. Beauty, I've got a Shino actually. Oh, fabulous! It's gonna be great for the rest of the time.
I'll end it here.
Oh, you visited Lisa to give her the news. Oh, Lisa! I love her. I just love Lisa. I'm sorry. I'll check my Discord 1 second.
Best.
1 second. The infamous Lisa. Oh my goodness. Wait, she dresses like a banker inside and out of work. God bless. Oh, she looks exactly like I envisioned she would. I love Lisa. Oh, I just wanted to go. I need to go on a States trip. And as much as I need to be there for nice food, I need to like meet you guys, and I need to meet Lisa. She is #1 on my priority list. Like, Frosties can wait, beef brisket burgers can wait, but Lisa is forever. Frickin' love her. I love her. This is an obsession that is like all consuming, and it's a bit weird on reflection, but it's Lisa, so I don't care. And I'm also so glad, like, it gives me such joy that she dresses like a banker inside and out of work, because I wouldn't expect any less. I would not expect anything less from someone of her caliber, of her sheer caliber and prestige. I wouldn't expect any less.
Well then. Summoning. Reanimation.
Wait. This. Right. That one. Okay. After the next two fights, which are Sasuke and Tsunade, I'll run the last ad for today. There we go.
How could I lose? That's one.
Starting. What are we at? 94. Which is actually 94 is actually 92. Wait. Gorgeous. Oh, and ring it. Lovely. Oh, and my wallet is definitely hurting. So I've already put my leave in for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Leave is in, it is locked, and it is loaded. Like, as soon as I'm like, oh, can I please take next February off? She's like, it's a game release, isn't it? I'm like, yep, sure darnedly is. And she's like, yeah, you wouldn't be putting in leave like 6 months from now, only for a couple of days if it was anything other than a game release. I'm like, girl, you know me too well. So that's already locked and loaded. So then, because the collector's edition, if I was to get the collector's edition, it was going to cost practically $700. And I'm like, if the only difference between the collector's edition and the deluxe edition, which has come out, is the Statue of Sephiroth, the Statue of Sephiroth is like $500 worth, really. I'd be paying $500 for a Statue of Sephiroth, is really what it comes down to. So I'm like, no, I'll just get the deluxe edition, which is pretty much everything else other than the... oh no, there's a couple of other bonus stuff. I don't get the 3 Moogle summon, I think. So there's a couple of accessories and extra things that I don't get, but I'm fine with that. I didn't get the carbuncle... Was it the carbuncle one? Or there was something I didn't get for the remake. The remake deluxe edition or something, because I didn't get that one. So there was something I missed out on there, but it's not really. As long as the story is the same, I'm not particularly fussed. So I've bought that, so that's for $180. I've got the deluxe edition. So that's all locked and loaded and ready to go. So that's my wallet hurting. And then because I need the... There's heaps of editions of the Naruto one, but I just need to make sure that I'm getting the right one, because some of them come with extra costumes and some of them don't. I just want to make sure I'm getting the one with the proper costumes. Yeah. Yeah, the one problem, I will say, as much as New Zealand gets the benefit of, you know, often being able to play games on day one before everyone else in the world, the one downside is that New Zealand prices are unbelievable. It is absolutely ridiculous how much we have to pay for some stuff. Like $800 for a collector's edition. Like, whereas like your $800 would be, like if you had to buy something for $800, it's like $2,000 over here. No, it's not. A little bit less than that. $1,500. Alright, right, after this fight, I'll run an ad. Okay, look.
Battle begins.
Oh, she's gonna be one of these Muppets. Okay, good. Got it.
Shikigami dance. You can't hit here, I can't.
Okay, dangerous territory.
Shikigami dance. Shikigami dance. Paper shuriken.
Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Okay, right. I'll run the last ad of the night. BRB. In a sec. But for everyone else, then we're carrying on. Now, let me just quickly update the list, because we are down to 1,936. We've got 36 fights left to go. Very excited, very excited. Alright. Now, got Orochi. And Kimimaro. Oh my god, my tattoo's itching. I'm just... You noticing I'm like about to start absent-mindedly picking at it? I've got to stop. I need to distract myself with everything else. Oh my goodness, sorry. Loosh. Ow. Alrighty, and I'm sorry, I can feel my voice about to go. Have had a couple of client meetings this week. Shame on me for going into work only very semi-sick on Monday. Completely and utterly quarantined myself into a meeting room though, but it's always great when you've got a couple of meetings with clients, like an hour-long meetings with clients. And like the moment you open your mouth right at the start, your voice comes out this like horrid croaky, like almost about lost your voice kind of mess, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. 1 second while I grab my water. Let me just start this hour meeting again with, you know, clearing my throat so you can actually hear what I'm trying to say. And it's just, yeah, and then you start talking, and then you hear your voice fade off again. So I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's just so embarrassing. But and even when I'm not sick, very, very rarely if I've done a lot of talking that day, which I suppose is why like speakers and TEDx people always have that glass of water near them. Yeah, having your voice start fade out like at the beginning of an important meeting is always fun. Alright, Naruto Toad again, and Kokoro. Oh, I also crunched the numbers. Crunched the numbers on my list. So, Naruto 6 Paths has only 5 fights left to go, and I've completed that character. I think Naruto Kurama is very close behind it, like 7, I think. Or it might even be Naruto 6 Paths is at 3, and Naruto Kurama is at 5. Anyway. Chio and another Naruto are very, very close. Seconds and thirds. Or thirds and fourths, should I say. Yeah, but it's, I think every character, I think bar 1, is down in the 20s in terms of fights left with them. And I'm trying to think which characters are still at 30. It's like at 31, and I think it's one of the Sasuke's. I'm pretty sure it's still at like 31 fights left. It's either there or it's like Hanzo. I'm just trying to think who it was. Yeah, it's not like that anyway. But I've just got, I wonder, are we going to actually complete any characters before we hit triple digits? Because if we don't, then it's just going to be such an interesting use, you know, interesting thesis on the nature of randomness. Good oak. Right, Shisui and Mifune. Lovely, lovely. And after these two, we'll only have 30 fights left to go. And skadoosh. Gorgeous.
Battle begins. Let's do it. Turn to rust.
Okay, and then... Right, Yamato and Mother Sage. Alright, and then if I've managed to do all of these fights, I've done 127 fights today, which is amazing. Where's my daily diary that I've got here, because I've actually got written down on each day, like actual proper day that I'm doing all of these, which of course I've got to catch up on. I've actually got the goal number of fights, the number of fights I need to have reached by the end of that day, for me to be still on track to finish on 13th of November. So I need to try and find out. I need to compare myself to this Sunday for where I should be. Because I might have to do an extra day. I have to do an extra day to catch up. Yeah, no, I do. Do have to do an extra day to catch up. But by the end of day 112, I need to hit 1,590. Which is, what's that? That'll be 100, 310, which is 155 fights per day. Oh goodness, maybe not. Maybe not. Right, where are we at? So I've just done that one, that one there. Plan to do this again. I'm gonna say... no. At least not for now. I don't have any plans for it. Purely because if it's taken me... I mean, then again, on and off, I haven't been doing it every... If I had been doing it every single weekend since last April, I would have finished by now. And it would, you know, if I was doing like on average 100 fights per day, right from the get-go, it would take far less time. So it would take me less time if I did do it. But, kind of my thinking was I might do it potentially with one of the PS2 Naruto games. With like Ultimate Ninja 3 or Ultimate Ninja 5. Potentially. So I don't, and that's purely because if it's, in fact actually, let's just say for argument's sake, there's 130 characters in the new Storm Connections, because there's 111 in this one. No, 111? No, 108 in this one. It's 108 characters, non-DLC characters, mind you, in this one. So let's pull out the calculator. And we'll just take off 108. Was it 107? Hang on. Is it 107? Don't be 107.
Sorry.
107, no. Is it 106? No, I didn't. How did I get my number? I'll need to hang on. Need to figure that one out. Anyway, so let's say... How do we open masked? That one. So it's 130. So if I was doing 130 characters in Storm 4, I'd go from early 11,000 to 17,000 fights. So just by adding 20 characters on, I'm adding about 6,000 fights on. Give or take. So that's fun. And considering 6,000 fights is going to be at least half a year. So it'd take me about 2 years, potentially. Maybe a year and 3/4 to finish it. Yeah, so I think I'll do just Ultimate Ninja 5, I think. Which will take considerably less time. I think it's got something like, I want to say 50 characters, which is, oh, well, there you go. If there were only 50 characters, I'd only have to do 2,500 fights. So that's like considerably less. Yeah. But I might decide, you know, let's say Bandai Namco comes out and says, yeah, this is going to be like the last Naruto game that we do like this. We've got zero plans to do any others. This will definitively be the last one. Then I probably would do it again with Storm Connections. I probably would. And I'll even probably do it with like team rather than single matches. I'll probably do like a team match, and then so for every single character I would need to pick the 2 most logical teammates, or singular as well, because for some, like for Kakashi for instance, it might make sense for him for the team to just be Guy. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, maybe. So I'd say question mark. Overall, very, very, very long way of saying question mark. Probably not, but maybe. Or do I go super mad? Do I go super crazy? And what? I try and do this with every Naruto game, every Ultimate Ninja, and every Ultimate Ninja Storm. I'll try and do that. God, that would take me a couple of years. Not a couple of years, that'd take me 3 years maybe to do. Possibly 3.5. Because the other thing too, the good thing about the Ultimate Ninja games on the PS2 is that the combat has enough, like, not a hell of a, like, not a huge amount of variation between them, but enough of a variation that there would feel like a tangible difference between doing all of those games. So I might actually even do that. I might actually do that. Because also the roster sizes are small enough that there wouldn't actually be too many characters. Like if I think about Ultimate Ninja Storm, no, think about Ultimate Ninja 2. Who have you got? You've got, so we're going to work left to right based on what I remember. So you've got Tenten and Tamari. You've got Byakugan Hinata. Oh no, actually no, she's on the other side. You've got Itachi, so you've got, there you go, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, Guy, Lee, Neji, Tenten. Inu, Shikamaru Choji, Hinata Kiba Shino, Itachi Kisame, Jiraiya? Orochimaru, Kabuto, Shizune, Tsunade, Green Beast Naruto, Nine-Tailed Fox Naruto, Byakugan Hinata, Gaara, Kankuro, Tamari. That's everyone in that game. And then Ultimate Ninja 3 is the same cast except you add on the Yellow Flash. She's not officially called Minato at that point. You add on the Sound 4. Add on Udon, or sorry, not Udon. Sakon. Kidomaru, Jirobo, and Tiyuya. You add on Anko, Mitarashi, add on Kurenai. Is that it? No, you add on Hanabi. Or do you? Or is that in the next game? It might be in the next game. No, I'm pretty sure you add on Hanabi on that one. What else do you have? Kimimaro. I think that's it. What do you have for first and second? No. First Hokage and second Hokage only come in Ultimate 4, I think. Do one. Oh yeah. Yeah, one actually won't take me long at all. I'll be able to do that in a day. Would I be able to do that in a day? No. Oh, I mean, I could actually do that in a day. What would that be? 12 times 12, 144. Yeah, I could actually do that in a day. I could do the entirety of Ultimate Ninja 1 in a day. A singular stream, should I say. And then Ultimate Ninja 2 would probably take 2 days. No, it wouldn't take 2 days. Oh, it might actually take 2 days. No. Take 3 days to do Ultimate Ninja 2. Probably 6 days to do Ultimate Ninja 3. And then Ultimate Ninja 4 is where it then splits up, so then you've got both the young and the old in that case. I guess that one will take far longer. I might actually do that. I might actually think about it. After Storm Connections, so with Storm Connections what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically platinum it. I'm going to aim to platinum it. And that's going to be my Thursday and Sunday streams. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do, probably won't start with, oh, I mean I could go back to Ultimate Ninja 1, couldn't I? Might actually do that. Just as, you know, the OG. Now where it all began, and then do Ultimate Ninja 2. Start from there and work my way up. And it'll be interesting because in Ultimate Ninja 5 is it's all in Japanese. There's no English voice for that one. Alright. Lee and Shikamaru. Okay, right, after these two, we've got 18 fights left. And then then, after those, or even during, like, in the midst of all of those, I might even chuck on some Uzumaki Chronicles, just to shake it up a little bit. Another Naruto game, but not necessarily the Ultimate Ninjas. Just sort of as a blast from the past. Because I don't think I ever formally finished, I never actually formally finished Uzumaki Chronicles 1, purely because, or did I? Because in the Blockbuster, let's just call it Blockbuster, because it wasn't Blockbuster, but it was called United Video. It wasn't Video Easy. There were some other stores that we had that were like Blockbuster. We did have Blockbuster as well, but we didn't. We had, my dad had some other preferred ones. But I just remember the one that we did, the only one that had Uzumaki Chronicles to rent out, for whatever reason, the disc would always freeze at this, there's like a Naruto and Sasuke fight that sort of happens halfway through, and it would always freeze there. I could never get past it, but I think there was one day where I could, or where I did. But I can't remember if I actually finished that game or not. I definitely finished Uzumaki Chronicles 2. I can't remember if I did the first one. So I might even just go back and play those. So they're not long games by any means. Then the other thing, I just distinctly remember that the Memories of Uzumaki Chronicles being the Amazon. Yeah, it's that, and then the skill system. No, it wasn't a skill. It was like a mix between a skill and a stat system where you've got like you get the little like what are they called, 10-gram pieces, like of all the different shapes. And then you've got like, you basically got all the big sort of grids as such with all the shapes, and you like slot your little pieces in and fit them all together, and that's how you give yourself like abilities and stat stuff. And it was an interesting idea. I think they did it better in the second one. But then like, good luck if you're rubbish at sort of being at optimizing where all your pieces go. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it was an interesting way to do it. Remember Choji? Oh yeah! That's right, he was too. He was too. He was a boss fight, Sasuke was a boss fight. I want to say Neji was a boss fight as well, I could be wrong on that one. Oh god. That's right. Yeah, and I always remember because it's back in the day when I was in love with Sasuke, like I was in love with him. Like the way, how I love the boy. Like, I love Sasuke. Me and my like 10-year-old girl self. And I just always remember, I was like, oh my god, I love Sasuke so much, he's so cool. Because in the boss fights, and it's in the opening cinematic of it too, like, it's like you're on this hilltop and it's nighttime, and then Sasuke's like standing in this tree, and he's like, I'm gonna fight you, Naruto. Naruto's like, yeah, whatever, punk, sort of thing. And then Sasuke like falls off the branch, and then it does the whole like really cool like slow-mo. He's got like the Sharingan, and it's sort of like, it's like slow-mo, and then when he's sort of like eye level with Naruto, and like camera like slows down, and it's all and then it's all the he does the cool like spin and then flip it, and I'm just like, oh my god, that is so freaking cool. He is so edgy and I love it. I love Sasuke. That was me.
It's sad that we must part. I'm in.
Alright, Madara reanimation. And second Mizukage. Yeah, and I remember, I think in the second game, it opens up with like a mission with you and Neji and I want to say Lee and Shikamaru on a mission, and you're like trying to like free some prisoners or something from this fortress, and there's this river, this lake, and it's like super misty, so and that's Neji uses his Byakugan, and then apparently there's all these other boats around you with like bandits and stuff on it, and then the stories that there's all these like special ninja types or ninja bandits that you've got to go and defeat, something like that, because they're going to launch an invasion against the Leaf Village, something like that. Anyway, part of me actually really likes, I remember feeling about those games, they had such a different feeling than all the other Naruto games, and it's obviously because, you know, it was its own story, didn't have anything to do with the very loosely based on the actual story events of the anime and manga and stuff. But because of that, the feeling that I got from it was quite different, but also like maybe it just felt very Ghost of Tsushima-y before I knew what Ghost of Tsushima was. But just something about it felt really nice, like really enjoyable. Like something about it, you know, something about it felt good. Like, felt fun and interesting. Like, I think I actually enjoy like Naruto stuff where they're doing things that aren't like with other ninja characters, where it's like, you know, going off to like a you know, a random bandit clan or something. That's got nothing to do with the whole Madara or Akatsuki or, you know, the big plots of stuff. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just its own little contained thing. I actually kind of like those. Oh my goodness. And skadoosh. Yeah, I think I might actually do that. The more I think about it, the more I'm liking the idea. I think I might do it. Okay, yes, scared in knee. And young Shino. So got some Hinatas, some Asumas, some A's, some Yamatos. Okay, the next fight should be fairly straightforward. Lovely. Alright, Shino. Oh, okay. I've been holding off. I've been holding inside. But I need a vent. I need a vent and rave about it because I've only touched on it very, very briefly, but I need to say more about it. Anyway, so the previews of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth from Tokyo Game Show are insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my god, this game, I don't think could get any better. Unless they pull something with, you know, the Forgotten Capital scene that just absolutely is unbelievable and cements Square Enix as just this incredible force of nature. But like, the exploration is like, it's not open world Skyrim, but it's like, hey, you're wandering along a beach, you look out on the water and see a shipwreck. Oh, let's go have a look. Great, go and swim over to it. See what you find. It's like fully free free exploration in a way that was only sort of in 15-ish, but they've sort of perfected what was in 15. And like 15, more of the world will open up as you go through the story, even though in 15 there's really just like 2 big areas that eventually get all linked up. But there's that. The whole synergy ability system is incredible. So like I think you can fill up your synergy gauge or something and you do all these combo attacks, but then like depending on which character you're playing as, the combo attack will be different. So like apparently with Tifa and Cloud, if you're playing as Cloud and you do your synergy ability with Tifa, they'll do like a ground pound sort of thing, I think, something like that. Whereas if you're playing as Tifa and you do a synergy ability with Cloud, you like jump on his sword and he like rockets you up and you do like an aerial attack. So even like depending on which character you're playing as, the synergy attack's going to be different. And then there's like a skill tree that you can like level those up and you get like new synergy abilities and stuff. So just like yes, and there's more than one synergy ability per more than one synergy ability per team member as well, so you're not just stuck with the same one. So already amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. They've got baby chocobos, and the baby chocobos are by far the single most cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, yes, insta win. And apparently if you follow the baby chocobos, like if you see them one in the one, you follow it, you find a fast travel point, and you get like accessories for it, or you get mount stuff. Basically there's going to be like customization that, you know, hasn't been there previously. The menu looks pretty cool. I know some people don't like it. They prefer the sort of the classic Final Fantasy menu, like even like the style that Remake had. But this one's very like FF15, where like you've got them sort of standing there on a back with a backdrop, and you can sort of, when you cycle between them, it's sort of like they're all like moving around sort of thing. It's like the models as if they're in like the main world or something. But yeah, anyway, I'll explain that poorly. Every character has can dodge as a default. You don't need the dodge materia to be able to dodge, so that's great. And apparently, like when Sephiroth, because he's playable in the Calm flashback, does like a really cool dodge. He's like, you know, as you'd expect from a character like Sephiroth. Anyway, so boom, amazing. Oh my goodness. Is there anything else? Oh. 150 gig download size or install size, so when they say it's on 2 discs, it'll be a Red Dead Redemption 2 situation where you've got the install disc and then you've got the play disc. But yeah, 150 gigs. The story will be longer than Remake, so I think they've said like 35 to 40 hours just for the story, but then like almost double that of all side content. So oh my goodness gracious, yes. Yeah, exploration's fully free. Sid and Vincent will be in the party in the same vein that Red 13 was in the party in Remake. So they'll be like there, but you won't be able to directly control them. Oh, and what I actually haven't seen, actually, now that I think about it, and it was the question that was on everyone's lips, is how did you handle non or inactive party members? And I think when I was watching a bit, I think they didn't have Barrett and Red 13 in their party, but you could see like Barrett and Red 13 were like there, like you could see them on the sideline. So I think, but I'm wondering if you can swap them in and out of active battle. You probably can. I actually haven't seen that. I think everyone's probably forgotten that that was a thing with all the hype of everything else, maybe, unless like someone's done a preview and they've explained it. But anyway, yeah, long story short, this game is probably going to be Game of the Year 2024. That's not even 2024 yet. God, imagine if it did. Imagine if a Final Fantasy game got Game of the Year. Wouldn't that just be an absolute achievement? If you think about it, technically within our lifetimes, we're gonna get to the day where we're gonna get to a point where like today marks the 100th day of video gaming as a thing that has existed in the world today. Like video games weren't around in 1923, but they were around in the 1970s. Some could argue the 1950s. It actually depends what you consider the first video game, and when that got released. But in our lifetimes, we're going to see the 100 years of video games, and that's going to be fun. And then there's going to be the top 10 video games of the century. What is, you know, forget Game of the Year, Game of the Century. Oh, wonder what that would be. Oh god, you'd be... yeah. Ooh. Good theory. I'm hearing a lot of people say that, because what they're definitely what they're doing is they're definitely focusing on, I think they're sort of they're making Tifa a big deal. So they're either gonna get rid of Tifa or they're gonna get rid of Cloud. Yeah. I'm really, really, really curious what they're gonna do. I'm just like, I just know that like, you'd be playing it and you'd get to the Forgotten, like we're on our way to the Forgotten Capital and you'll be walking into the Forgotten Capital and you'll just be like, oh, what are they gonna do? Oh my god, what are they gonna, just the like excitement. Just the excitement of just an apprehension and nervousness and just everything when you go to the Forgotten Capital. It's gonna be like, you know, people who've played this and have never played OG, they're gonna be like, oh, Forgotten Capital, let's go. Wonder what's gonna happen here. And then everyone else is gonna be like, oh my god, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? It's gonna be great. I know, like, I would be what some would consider like, you know, a Final Fantasy fangirl who sort of excuses anything, you know, enjoys anything, but genuinely, I'm interested in the story that Square Enix is trying to tell. I know a lot of people like, you know, no, I don't like this whole like weird timeline, parallel world stuff, don't like it, no, not having it. And I'm like, to be honest, I don't care if it's time travel, parallel universes, it's actually all one big, it's like something completely different and it's like, it's technically all on the same timeline, but it's like mirror reflection of the other. No matter what the hell they do, I actually kind of know I'm gonna enjoy it. Honestly, like genuinely. The bar is very low for me when it comes to Final Fantasy VII, and that's in a good way. It's not gonna take much for me to like it. No, that even makes it sound even worse. I'm just gonna enjoy whatever they do. I'll just put it that, yeah. You've got a lot more backstory, which is never good. Do they all get a lot more back? No, it's all. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she did get a lot more backstory. Barrett, I was gonna say Barrett did, but he didn't necessarily get backstory, but more like his whole conviction with Avalanche is a lot more fleshed out. Is a lot more fleshed out. And it's gonna be very interesting because technically, the whole thing with, oh, I can't remember what the actual official pronunciation, but Dean or Dine? I've always had it Dine, but that whole thing with Dine, and Mount Coral, oh my lordy, that's gonna be, or Coral Village is gonna be interesting, like what the hell they do with that one. It's, oh, I think it's Dine, it is Dine? Okay, good. Yeah, that one's gonna be interesting. What are they gonna, will that go? Will that be different, potentially? Maybe? Or will that even have a larger role, maybe? Oh my goodness. It really made me appreciate Aerith, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Aerith's always been one of those characters that I very sort of, well, when I first started getting, or sort of becoming familiar with FF7, I guess, and the story and everything, like Aerith, I'm just like, meh. The more I understand about like the story of 7 and like everything, including the 7 compilation, like all the novelizations and everything, I appreciate her character a lot more, and I appreciate her role in things as a foil to Sephiroth, almost as like the antithesis of Sephiroth, or they are the antithesis of each other, should I say. Like that dynamic is really interesting, like really interesting. Yeah, but I just, oh, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. It's gonna be amazing. Just like, I've got such faith in Square Enix. Hello. Oh, I've got 2 more fights after this, and then, yeah. It's almost like the AI doesn't realize it's there. Now, the only thing about Rebirth that might lose a lot of people, and this is where they're going to run into the Kingdom Hearts problem that Kingdom Hearts had. I can say one of the problems. I think Kingdom Hearts is fine generally, but anyway. Is in the trailer of Rebirth, there's a bit at the Rufus ceremony where there's that like bearded dude in the hood, and just like who's that guy? There's obviously obviously a change from the OG. And I was reading a sort of a thread of people theorizing out who it is, and there's a whole bunch of different things, but the resounding one was Glenn Lodbrok, who was in the First Soldier mobile game, like the First Soldier thing that they shut down like half a year ago, and he's also got a chapter in the Ever Crisis mobile game that's just come out, and so he's like one of the OG soldiers, like the old OG soldiers who's not like Genovid, and he ends up turning against Shinra and he ends up joining the Wutai resistance sort of thing, I think. Him and a couple of others. So the resounding thing is that it'll be him. Now the problem they're going to have, if it is that, and there's a whole big thing about Wutai versus Shinra. Now the problem they're going to have is the problem that they had with Kingdom Hearts, is that you've got Kingdom Hearts 1, 2 and 3, which most fans will probably have played 1, 2 and 3. They're not going to play Chain of Memories, they're not going to play Birth by Sleep, they're not going to play 0.2, a fragmentary passage, they're not going to play any of these, maybe they don't even have the consoles to play them on. So then suddenly, in Kingdom Hearts 3, when you've got Vanitas, and you've got all like Terranaut, and you've got all these things, and you're just like, sorry, who are these people? Like, sorry, what's going on? And you're just completely lost. Like, I feel like I've just, like, what's going on? And I worry that if it is a whole, bringing in whole First Soldier Ever Crisis stuff, because now in Ever Crisis there's like a whole new continent now called Rador or something. So it's like a whole new continent, a whole new locations, everything. Is that going to be brought into this remake trilogy? And if so, you better hope and bloody pray that people have played Ever Crisis, or if not, that you're offering a damn good recap of what went on in those games, because you're not going to be able to. You're going to lose a lot of people otherwise, and that's my concern. That's my worry. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. And with that, we are down to 1,900 fights. I've technically reached the end of my spreadsheet of all the fights that I generated so far, so I've actually literally got no more fights to do today. Like literally. So I will pick this up on Sunday with day 111. Oh my goodness, which, according to my book, we will be getting down to 1,890 is the goal for that one. I finished a spreadsheet. I have finished a spreadsheet of fights on my spreadsheet. Yeah, so which means for tomorrow, I've got to go and generate a whole 400 fights, which won't take long. So I've got to generate the next one. So I've got something to go off of on Sunday. But until then, I'm just thinking, so the boy's dad's coming tomorrow night, so I probably won't be streaming tomorrow night. I will likely stream on Sunday, but I'll probably do a Trails or a Tunic stream on Sunday, and then a Monday stream of Naruto. Might even be fruity and do a stream on Tuesday. I'll see how I go, see how I feel. But then the following weekend will probably be a bit wibbly wobbly too, just because I won't be able to stream on Saturday night again, because we'll be going out for dinner, because it'll be the boy's dad's birthday on the Saturday. But I'll see how I go. There'll probably be a few nights next week where it's just me in the house, so I'll just stream on those nights. Might as well. But no, so that's the plan. I feel like my hormones and emotional state might be leveling out, maybe. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can get out of my malaise. But that's my problem. Rightio. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining. As always, I love it. Marco Rich, thank you. I have now been blessed with a holy icon of Lisa. Thank you. I'm not worthy of Lisa's presence. And yeah, I'm off to go have another cup of tea with the boy, watch him play Starfield. That's me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll let him know. I'll be like, you know what? I'll be like to the boys down, like, whole bunch of people in the United States wish you happy birthday. And he'll be like, okay. Not really. I'll let him know though. But no, thank you for joining. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Have a great day, great night, great evening, great morning. Play lots of video games. Dream the sweet dreams of all the amazing video games that are gracing our lives over the next couple of years. Drink lots of cups of tea, eat lots of ice cream. Can't wish for much more than that. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.